In this video, we're going to talk about the Select and Rank tab. To get there, we first have to choose a category. In this case, we're going to choose colleges and universities. And once you make your selection, you will be presented with two choices, Quick Compare and Custom Compare. If you choose Quick Compare, it takes you directly to the Results tab. This is basically a predefined comparison designed to get you quick results with minimal effort. This is for newbies and those in a hurry. Here we want to choose Custom Compare, which takes you directly to the Select and Rank tab. Here you will see three columns. Basic attributes. This column contains the most commonly used attributes for an item. Extended attributes. This column contains more detailed attributes for an item. And My Selections. When you choose an attribute for a comparison, it shows up in the My Selections column. The basic purpose of this screen is to let you filter your comparison items and choose the attributes you want in your comparison. There are a lot of items in your comparison. For instance, in this case, there are 651 colleges and universities. You may want to first pare that number down. That can be done a couple different ways. Here, let's limit the number of colleges and universities by geographic region. To do that, you click on the down arrow next to the geographic region and choose the regions you want in your comparison. I want to compare colleges from Great Lakes and the South regions. So I will just click those two, and those are the regions I want. I've pared the number down to 250 from 651. Another way to filter is by using a slider bar to choose your range. So in the case of student to faculty ratio, the range is between 3 and 31. We're going to narrow that number down to between 3 and 15 just by moving the slider bar to the appropriate number. And if you look at the top, we've reduced the number of colleges in our comparison from 250 to 161. You also notice that the attribute you filtered on will also move over to My Selection on the right side. So we're going to go ahead and add a couple more attributes for our comparison. I'm going to choose graduation rate, retention rate, and U.S. News rankings. If I'm not going to use the filter using this attribute, all I need to do is click the plus sign to the right of the attribute. So if I don't want U.S. News rankings, I can just click the X over here. You will notice the number of colleges and universities is at 25. That is because of the colleges that you chose, they don't have a ranking for U.S. News. So if I click this item and remove it from my selections, the number goes back up to 161. When looking for attributes to compare, there are two other ways to find them. The first way is to enter the name of the attributes in the Find an Attribute search box at the top. For instance, let's say we are looking for teacher's salary information. All you need to do is type the word salary and hit enter. We find the attribute for you. The other way is to toggle to an alphabetical listing of attributes by clicking the A to Z icon. And you can toggle back to the sort by category by clicking that icon. Next, you'll want to tell us whether to give credit to higher or lower values on the attributes you chose. That is represented by the green up arrow or the red down arrow on the far right. If you want your attribute to receive more credit for a higher number, then make sure the arrow is pointing up. If you want an attribute to receive more credit for a lower number, make sure the arrow is pointing down. Finally, you want to tell us which attributes are most important to you. You do this by moving the indicator on the slider bar to a higher value for attributes that are more important to you, and you move them to the left for items that are less important to you. And if all items are equally important, you can keep them all at the same number. You are now telling us to compare 161 colleges based on the graduation rate, retention rate, and student to faculty ratio. Your results will be a ranked list of the colleges based on those criteria. To move on, just press the continue button.